Welcome to another Kings of War battle report. This is Basilea vs Undead and it's 2000 points, 3rd edition.
Hello there! I like to watch battle reports to get better at games. So I started making short, summarized battle reports that focus on learning points. So welcome to my channel, Newbie Dice. Do like, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you enjoy my videos.
Welcome back. So this is part of my local tournament and this is game 3 of my local tournament. And if you want to watch the game 1, I have it uploaded and I'll link it at the top right hand corner right now. Unfortunately, I don't have enough pictures for game 2 to do a good battle report, so I decided not to do it, but I won both my first and second games. This is an 8-player tournament, so if I win the 3rd game, I'll be going undefeated and win the tournament. And this local tournament, I'm based in Singapore, so we do have a thriving scene. So if you are ever on a holiday to Asia, do consider dropping by Singapore and checking out our scene as well. So on to our list. So mine is a Basilian list and it has the 3 Paladin Foot Guard build along with 3 regiments of Elo High to threaten the flank, center and the other flank. I went into more detail in this in my first battle report video of the tournament, so you can check that out. And anchoring with 2 hordes of Ogre Palace Guard, and I have a base Bane Chan, and my only shooting source is the Wizard with Lightning Bolt. And for the opponent, it's a more elite list, 2 Chaff of Skeleton Warriors, and 2 Soul Reaver Infantries, 1 Revenant Cav, 2 Zombie Trolls, Lady Ilona, Necromancer, Undead, this Revenant King on Great Flying Worm, with a breath attack and these extra life leech, so he has life leech 2. So I have 12 drops, he has 10. Let's look at the deployment. So I labeled everything, but it's kind of looking a little bit messy right now. So if you want to see what's what, you can always pause. I'm gonna remove it. So the scenario is push with 2 tokens. So I've decided to put mine on the central Paladin Foot Guard, that's the defender, and the other one on the ogres in the back. And he decided to put his 2 loot tokens on the 2 Soul Reaver Infantry. Of course, there's a center token as well. He went first, and I didn't have the picture of him going first, so I only have the bottom of 1 picture. So basically, I have 1 Elo High regiment on each extreme flank. So he positioned his Undead Flying Worm to fly over to meet me on the flank to protect his flank, while the rest of the army kind of shuffled forwards. So what happened here is I decided to charge my Elo High in because I didn't want his Flying Worm to be threatening the side of my entire army while I shuffled upwards, because I want to be the one meeting him. So on hindsight, this was a bad idea. I'll review it again at the end of the game. I dealt 2 damage to him, but he has life leech 2, so very likely he'll leech it all back. So another thing to take note is Ilona is actually in the forest, but I think it's slipped off for this picture. It's supposed to be in the forest. Next, I rewound 1 picture because one thing I want to show you is the Abbess on Panther. So the individual cavalry, if I deploy it sideways, and when I start activating it, I get a free facing of any direction. So if I face the front, I sort of earn an inch of movement, an inch of distance. So, but by doing this, I should have left some space in between so that I could activate the Abbess first and turn to face any direction before moving off. Right now, if I activate it first, you clip the ogres. So that's a big problem. I have to move the ogres first, so that kind of affected the order of movement a little bit. So my left side also kind of threatened his flank. So what happened next? Ilona on his top of 2, Ilona and Flying Worm charged my Elo High. Dealt 7 damage and failed to rout it, needing a 7 twice, so Iron resolved down to 6. Okay, notice how on the other side, it's turned to face to meet my flank units. So I think his army also backed up, which was a pretty smart move. because by backing up, right, I kind of already committed this unit of Elohai and it's gonna die, while I'm still not ready to sort of fight him full on. Okay, so in my response, I pushed my army, pedaled it up all the way upwards, and I used the Airburst on Panther to chaff up the Soul River infantry and the Elohai to chaff up the zombie trolls. Okay, on the left side, I just dealt 2 damage back at the undead flying worm again. Okay, and on the right flank, my cavalry, knowing that I can't really break through the Revenant Cav, is dash 17 defense 5. If I just send one Cav in, it's not likely to kill, and if I send the Cav and the Elohai both in, even that is not a very favorable odds. It's on average it would kill, but only just on average. So I didn't like the odds, so I decided to turn my cavalry around. I sort of positioned it ready to do this maneuver in the previous round already, which is to turn 90 degrees and move in, just dodging, just hiding behind the building to sort of protect the flank. And my Elohai backed off to still threaten the cavalry so that it can't do anything sneaky by the side. So in his response, I like to rewind first. One of the things I did as I shifted up was this Ogre Palace Guard was about 10 to 12 inches from this Soul River infantry to charge it next round. Okay, but it's also within 14 inches of Ilona. And the problem is my inspiring source is right here, the priest, and it's out of 6 inches of this unit of ogres. So why I deployed the ogres this way was also because I just wanted to avoid this obstacle as I moved forwards. So the second unit of ogres might not even be able to clear the obstacle in the first round, and it couldn't march the second round if I deployed here. So I deployed on the side, and this is what happened. Top of 3, his Ilona charged in, and with 8 attacks, he was pretty lucky. He dealt 7 wounds, and he rolled 10 for the nerf test for a total of 17. Without inspiring, it just died straight away. So this was the turning point of the game. I sort of knew that I'm probably gonna lose when this happened, alright? But nonetheless, I still tried my best. The undead flying worm killed off the Elohai, so I've lost the Elohai, I've lost the Ogre Palace Guard. I sent 2 chaff in, which both died in the counter attack. So things are not looking that great for me. The skeletons, who was not chaffed up, just charged up to kind of clog up these 2 units of the infantry. So I'm facing a big problem. My individuals were also being threatened. So what did I do? I'm not sure. I think I did, but I think I did move the priest out of 14 inches from Ilona, but I can't be sure right now. And I decided that the wizard can't run away from Ilona, so I just decided to place it far away from my other units so it wouldn't overrun into my units. So my Ogre Palace Guard charged the Soul River infantry, while the Foot Guard charged the zombie trolls. Let me rewind one picture. This is where they came from. So this one went here, and this one went here. Yeah, I didn't go both into here because that would mean I'll clip the forest with my Ogre Palace Guard. So instead I did opt to charge 1 each. I probably Bane chanted this Ogre Palace Guard, and I'm not sure whether it went through, but at the end of it, I did not kill or waver any of them. And for this right side, so you can see my Elohai starting to make its way around. The flank is facing the building, so it's protected from the Revenant Cavalry's charge. Whereas my cavalry went to charge to kill off the skeleton warriors from the flank, because I think the 2 Paladin Foot Guard is not enough to kill it off without any, with only crushing 1 on this unit. So I also turned around to kind of position myself in the forest, hoping that the field, hoping that the difficult terrain would protect me. And let's look at his response. Top of 4, his Revenant King on Flying Worm decided to charge into my wizard. He only wavered in, but that also means my this Bane Chan is no more. And the Soul River infantry killed the Ogre Palace Guard with the assistance of Ilona. This zombie trolls hit the foot guard but didn't kill it. And there's a combo charge from the Soul Reavers plus the zombie trolls killing off my knights. So I'm in a lot of trouble right now. And the Revenant Cavalry is still facing off my Elohai. Let's move on. I think this is the last picture I have of the tournament because it's the last round, so I was a little bit tired and didn't take pictures, and probably because I knew that the game was pretty much over at this point already. So I just backed off my wizard. I charged my remaining foot guard into the Soul Reavers again, and I didn't kill it. And I charged into the zombie trolls again, and I didn't kill it. And I charged into this Soul Reavers with a flank from the Elohai, although it's hindered, and I didn't kill it. So in response, he kind of killed off everything. This was the last picture, but basically, let me do it. This guy's died, this guy's died, this guy's died. And I'm pretty much wiped. I think zombie trolls might have position to search into the Elohai. But this unit is fresh, and the Soul Reavers kind of kept life leeching. So it kind of stayed alive throughout the whole game. So the whole game I only killed one unit of Skeleton Warriors, which was quite a devastating defeat. And because of that, I went to 2 wins and 1 loss, and because of the big point differential in this game, I was down to 4th position in the whole tournament. So let's look at learning points. The first thing is as an Alpha Strike player, I think I was being too aggressive, too much bloodlust to go into combat, but I need to be patient and I need to position and only go in when the odds are very, very well in my favor. So as an Alpha Strike player, you kind of need to do this kind of dance with the opponent. You kind of position and see how he sets up, and if he sets up favorably, I don't want to go in. I should position again and see what's his response, how he set up his defenses, until I felt that, oh, he didn't protect his, he didn't set it up good enough, and it's in my favor to charge in, and that's when I should charge. And I was too hasty in this game, especially from the first thing at the get-go is to charge my Elohai into the Flying Worm, knowing that it will never kill the Flying Worm. He has Life Leech too, right? So that was pretty much a waste, and like what I said, pick the fight on your own terms. Keep positioning and dancing until the opponent makes a mistake in setting up his defense, and that's where you capitalize and go in. And especially when I'm not losing on the scenario, right? I sort of played into his hands. When I moved forward, his entire line backed up, and there was a lot of terrain on his side, which caused me to have a lot of hindered charges. Did I have a lot of hindered charges? But basically, I was trying to chase him down, so that's kind of put me on the back foot a little bit. I could have just stayed in the center, picking up the center token. That is already a proposition that forces him to come to me. So that's one thing to take note of. And of course, keep my units inspired. And that Ogre Palace Guard dying to Ilona was really very painful. And just, especially when you're moving up, to keep them inspired as much as possible, in cases to prevent cases like this from happening. Yeah, one thing I noticed about my opponent, he deployed his army pretty much in one straight line, and it's amazing because this deployment style is not always bad. The thing is, I can't kill most of any of his units with just one unit charging, so I need at least 2. And if I charge with 2, then his other units will just flank my 2 units, right? So it's not always bad, and there's less traffic issues of an Alpha Strike player finding a way to charge you while preventing your backline from engaging. So when he had that whole unit, all those units on the front line, I have to chap up all of them, and I didn't have enough basically. So this was the final round of my local tournament, and it was a very painful loss for me, but it also gave me a lot of learning points to take note of in my future games. So I hope you enjoyed this. And as an Alpha Strike player, once again, do not be too aggressive. Find the correct opportunity to attack. So thank you very much, and if you like the video, do like, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications, and I see you in the next battle report.